live. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know why I just said that way. That was weird. It's been a long day, y'all.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. Well, particularly today, everyone's been arguing with me. Like, I didn't have anyone come and cuss me out for their CPS being called on their kid, but like...
That's good.
That was yesterday. I'm just like, I'm sorry. We're mandated reporters. You tell us there's abuse, we have to report it. We don't have a choice.
Isn't that like the Florida state law?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Abuse or any threats of suicide.
Yeah.
We have to call a wellness check on them. So, is she a happy puppy?
Yeah, I'm scratching her belly.
That's so cute. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Merritt is here. Hello. They are supposedly, what they told us they were going to do is they're going to be unhauling some books. We're going to hold them to it and be obnoxious friends. That's what we're going to do.
Right, yeah.
Hi, Anne-Marie. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I'm most definitely eating dinner while on this.
That's fine. I ate dinner like an hour ago, and I ate till I was full. And then like 10 minutes before the live show, I was like, I am starving. So I have a snack. Hello, Max. And hello, Mitchell. I hope today was entertaining for you. Let me know if Christine didn't send you all of the screenshots. Because they're all saved on my phone. Anyways, so we are here. We're going to do reading sprints. If I had been on top of everything and not had to do things yesterday, I would be doing this on the new computer. Nope, that's not me. We don't need that. But alas, we are struggling through with the Chromebook one more time.
Is it hard to do live streams and stuff too?
It's not, but I'm just so ready to be done with this computer. I'm like,
your other one is so much bigger now too, isn't it? You're gonna get a new screen and you're gonna be like,
so hold on, give me just a second. I don't know why I didn't grab this before.
Nope. You've already had dinner, Shotzi.
So there we go. Okay. I'm going to show off my shiny new toy because I'm very happy and very proud of myself. So it's about, let me see. It's about a 1/4 inch larger on either side. Mm-hmm. This is the new computer. I'm not going to turn it on because all that, but it's got like a slightly bigger keyboard. It's got all the lovely like home and end and delete keys on the side.
You don't have that on your...
I don't have them anywhere on my Chromebook.
I'm sorry.
Do you know how much of an adjustment that was?
I do everything on Mac. Like there's a Mac. I have an iPad. I have a home Mac computer. And then I was trying to use Derek's tablet. And I was trying to hit like Command C to copy something. There's not a command. It's Shift C on a Windows.
No, it's Control C.
Or Control, yeah.
So it's the same letter. You just got it's the C.
Right, but I was like hitting the wrong button and it kept like bringing up something, and I was like, "What is?" Oh, this is.
I don't even know what Shift C does. I'm sure it does something because there's like a keyboard shortcut for everything.
Right.
But anyways, I just had to plug the fact that I have a new laptop and I'm so happy about it. And it's actually not all that much bigger than this one, so I don't feel terribly bad about the fact that like I'm getting a slightly bigger computer.
Right.
But
it's so nice for Veda. Plus, you'll have a couple of weeks to like learn how to do edits and editing and stuff prior to daily.
That's why I got it now rather than waiting for my taxes to come in. So I was like, you know what? I have enough money on my credit card or enough room on my credit card. I can do that.
Well, then you can just pay off your credit card.
Yeah. I would rather get rid of this because this card needs to go. I want to pay all of them down. But like, yeah, I was like, I will have the computer. It will no longer be driving me nuts. I will actually have an X key again. So
I remember my computer in college didn't have an H key. And so I would have to literally have I would have to copy an H from a document. And then
my God.
Every time I wanted to type H, which is a pretty common letter.
It is. I have an X. It just doesn't want to work anymore most of the time. So.
Yeah, no, that's how it was. I think it something got underneath it or it got wet or something. But
I've had to take apart keyboards with that for sure. But because I will be able to do all of my work offline and not have to be online to do work, I can actually go back in the nice setup that my brother got me for Christmas and use it.
Nice.
I'll have to actually clean all of the stuff that is on that table off of the table because my parents have turned it into storage. But beggars can't be choosers. So, what are we reading? Or what are you reading? I know what I'm reading.
I'm going to finish this tonight.
Ah, yes. I have a book I need to finish tonight. And then
talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, and then a movie that I need to finish tonight.
Did you not watch Guardians?
So, I didn't realize we were doing Father's Day at noon instead of in the evening.
Gotcha.
So I was I wasn't entirely sure that I thought I was going to be able to get maybe an hour of it done when we were watching it. But I was there are other people that I know are going to be watching it, so I'm not terribly worried about that.
Right.
But anyways, would you like to introduce yourself since we've been talking for 10 minutes?
If anyone that's in the chat doesn't know.
Okay, Brianna, would you like to buy me some time while I retweet the link?
I'm Brianna. You'll probably see Doyle or Shotzi at some point. And I apparently only talk about gay books on my channel. And then everyone unsubscribes from me.
Oh, is that what this week's been about? Or this month?
Literally all month.
I'm sorry.
I've lost almost 100 subscribers.
Oh my God. Well, you know what?
I was you know what? I don't want you.
You may have lost 100 subscribers, but let's see how many you kept. I would like you to know that every time I go to at you on Twitter, I start out trying to go at Brianna, like that's gonna get the right Brianna. Okay. No. I have in fact put your name into the YouTube search bar too.
It probably won't.
You still have 2,500 subscribers that have stayed, though.
I do, but I almost 2,600.
Yeah.
In May. I don't think it's all that. I think it was because I didn't post very much in May.
Yeah.
It's.
I've definitely done that before, where I've been
Well, I think there was a YouTube purge because I saw a couple people tweeting about it too.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
But it's just it's a little homophobic when it happens in Pride Month, the day after you post a very gay video.
I feel like those you can probably just be oh, I know who's leaving my channel in that case. Yeah. So, yeah.
Which
I
don't want that.
I always lose one or two when I talk about anything related to race or feminism.
Yep.
Anything at all. It does not matter what I am saying. If I even hint at the fact that there were problematic white people in the past and in the present, I'm saying goodbye to at least a couple people.
Yeah.
So I will say having. Oop, go ahead.
I said, which is dumb.
Yep. I'm gonna steal that one and slightly change it and make it ace-phobic. Hi, Tessa! Inconvenience? Okay, so Mitchell says that he just finished Get a Life last night. Isn't it delightful? I love it.
I love it. This is actually the first time even though it's the fourth time I'm reading it, it's the first time I'm reading it physically.
Mm-hmm.
This is my Get Out of a Slump book, and which is generally an audiobook.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm reading it physically and annotating it. And it's so delightful.
I loved it. I still think it might be my favorite of the three. Despite the one scene that I question. but okay.
I think it's funny how like people always relate to one of the sisters and like immediately gravitate towards one of the three, and then that's their favorite book.
Yeah. See that, and I think that's what it is for me with Chloe, because she has a chronic illness, and like right at the beginning when she's realizing that, oh no, I have to get up off the floor because people are going to start hovering and worrying about me, and I'm just like, oh, that was my life growing up.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily that I was sitting on the floor, but if any slight thing went wrong, my mother was there. Which, I mean, I stopped breathing on her a couple of times in my life, so I don't blame her.
Right.
But
right, yeah. But I think that's how it is. I think that's why I love Dani so much, because I related to her.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I understand, and sometimes it's still frustrating because like we weren't allowed to, or I wasn't allowed to walk around the block till I was 16, and what I didn't know is because there was a sexual predator down the street from us.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I wish she'd explained that to me rather than just saying no.
Like, when you're older, like if you're 9, maybe not. But
see, that's when I needed the explanation. Is when I was 9, because I was so frustrated because I couldn't walk around the block or go down to see my friends down the block, but they could come see me.
Oh, that's okay.
So, anyways, that's a long story. I am reading finally the health portion of Health and Life, including annuities and variable contracts.
That sounds like so much fun.
It is riveting, Brianna. Did you know there's murder mentioned in here?
Oh, all right.
It was the most exciting 2 sentences of the book.
Oh, dang it.
And then it was the most exciting, like, subtitle of the book. And then I read what they really meant.
Ah, dang it.
I was like, oh, I've seen cop shows. I know this concept. It was basically whatever clause means that if you kill your spouse, you can't get the life insurance.
Gotcha.
So, okay, let me go ahead and get the timer up. And we're going to do the thing where I share the audio.
Okay.
Maybe you'll be scared by the giant bomb like I am every time. Maybe you won't. I have the hiccups and it's not cool. Anyways, I almost asked you for a picture of Shotzi last night because I was showing my friend your dogs. So
she's on Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize. Okay. Mitchell, I don't understand what is happening. Who is the hidden threat? Oh, I think he's referring to inconvenience.
No, maybe the insurance. Is the
you know what? I'm gonna see if this will fit some prompts because I might as well get some use out of it.
Right.
This thing is 500 pages of the most boring shit ever.
But are you reading it like every page of it, or are you just kind of like skimming it for reviewing answers and stuff?
So here's the problem. I need to know everything that is in this book, but everything that is in this book is not necessarily in the online course that I am taking. So I have to go through every single page.
Is it just open book?
No.
Oh.
Which is also dumb because that
reminds me of when I had to take my CPFS test.
Like, it's so stupid because you're just going to look it up in the field anyways.
Right.
Like, no one's going to remember this for their entire career. So, anyways, I'm going to stop being upset about where my life is right now, namely that I'm studying insurance, and I'm going to put the timer on. So, 3, 2, 1, mute your mics. And we're back.
Yay.
Did I really do that, Merritt?
Yeah,
I'll go fix it. Feet of Friends. It should just be should either be featuring friends or featuring a friend, but it's fine. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Let's go ahead. Get this reset. So, how did we do?
I got 35 pages read.
Nice, nice. I read that much.
Well, a page?
Yeah, 2 pages. And I got through, let's see, I got through lesson, where is it? Okay, there we go. Basic health thing. Oh, it just only lets you click. Okay, so I got through lesson 11.22.
Okay,
nope,
so you weren't just reading. You were also doing internet.
I was also doing internet stuff out of 20 lessons.
That makes sense.
So, anyways, well, let's see. Anne-Marie has her life together.
Good job.
Because she has a reading journal that is updated to July.
It's done like 5 days early.
I haven't touched my reading journal since January of 2020.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself for that one.
How are you?
Yeah, very, very. I might actually just redo my 2021 spreads, like, so that they say 2020 or 2020, so that they say 2021. Because I do want to, like, actually get back into the habit of like, keeping that journal because it helps with stuff. Let's see. Merritt put back together a set of drawers. Nice, nice. That is valid. Mitchell read 16 pages of what? Do we know? Did you already already tell us? I think you already told us.
No, just that he had already finished.
Did he finish? Okay.
Anne-Marie is also reading it live.
Anne-Marie, you are doing more than I am, so I can't even keep up with my bullet journal right now. So that's just. Anyways.
The only reason I can keep up with my bullet journal is because all I do are daily spreads.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get to work every morning, I write the date and then I write my to-do list.
I've started doing a little bit of I have a planner that has like weekly spreads already set up. It's an 8 by 11 planner. And so I started it's got quite a bit of space. So I started putting like main tasks, important tasks, and other, and just like listing, like bullet journaling through those.
Well, I'm using Google Calendars to like calendar block my day.
Yeah.
But then so I guess I'm just not really. Sorry, my phone started ringing.
You're fine.
So I'm not really doing like weekly spreads or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, and I may even just go away from the physical bullet journal too, because there's a app that's a task list that will also sync with Google Calendar. So then it'll like put it on that day.
Interesting. I'll go grab my bullet journal this next sprint and I'll show you what I do, because like my weekly spreads are also my daily spread.
Right.
So like
I used to do it, but now like a day's worth of tasks is almost a whole page. Because most of my day at work is just like small little admin projects. But if I don't write down every single like email this person, then I will forget something. I can't just put like emails.
Yeah. I only use my bullet journal for personal stuff. I have a work planner right now. I have a bullet journal for my personal stuff. I have a planner that's for BookTube in theory.
I have one of those. I just haven't used it that much because I got one and then I got one of the bigger ones and it's a little too big.
Yeah.
because it's
I couldn't.
5, I think.
Yeah, I had one I really liked last year, but I couldn't find something similar because I think I got it at Walmart, and I haven't gone in Walmart since things closed down.
Right.
I'm like, I trust people very little when it comes to this, but especially the people that go to Walmart.
You can do online because you can do pickup that's not just grocery now.
But I need to be able to see it and hold it to know if I will like it.
Oh, you don't know what the brand was?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was like one of the Walmart brands.
Gotcha.
So, and who knows, they made a change. Anyways, that's just me. So, we'll do another sprint session. Oh, Max, is that the one where she does the, if it's the Haley I'm thinking of, the haul that she did on her personal channel? I really appreciated that haul because she has very dry skin, and most of the like people like talking about skincare products, I feel like always have oily skin. Like they don't usually have dry or sensitive skin. Hello, Doyle. God, he's just like his head is so big.
So big.
They would like in 1,000 years, people are going to see that skull and think he was a monster. They're going to be like, this is the skull.
Because most people don't bury pets anymore.
Oh, really?
Like most of the time
you cremate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm just saying, they're going to look at that skull and be like, this is a dire wolf.
Well, that's interesting because now, like, if you think about it, then that means that, like, in 1,000 years that, like, there's going to be, like, this gap and people are going to be like, there were no dogs back then. Because they can't find any bones.
That actually would be funny. Someone take that. Use it for a story. I'd be interested. Futuristic dystopian where no one believes in the existence of dogs or believes dogs went extinct in the 20th century because everyone cremates their pets.
Yeah.
They'll be the new Tasmanian tiger. Oh, I shouldn't make fun. The Tasmanian tiger is actually gone.
No.
Anyways. Yeah, that's a concept. I don't know. We didn't keep Susie's because we just saw no reason to. So one of the things I was like, I'm not gonna do anything with it. So anyways, that's a sad tangent. We'll pick it back up with some reading sprints in 1 minute. Oh, this textbook lies because it says Medicaid is available to assist low-income individuals in meeting the costs of medical care.
Well,
to all. It's not available to all, and that bugs me.
Well, it didn't say. Technically, it did not say that it was available to all.
Yeah. I mean, I understand people who do, like... We
have Zephyrs, and we have Chaoses.
Yeah, I wouldn't even keep my parents. It's kind of where we are.
When I die, I want to be turned into one of those tree pods.
Me too.
I want to be a tree.
I'm like,
I think Merritt had the best idea. I think it was Nano. We were talking about this, and they were like, "Well, I want to be a tree, and then like all of the family will be trees, and then we'll just have a haunted forest."
Can it be haunted though?
I want a haunted forest.
Can it be haunted though if everyone is agreeing to be a tree? Because usually when people haunt things, it's because they were not agreeing to dying.
Well, you can agree to be a tree and not agree to die.
True. So we've got 3 people that want to be trees in their next life.
All like a haunted forest.
I just see no reason to put my body in a box where it's just gonna rot.
No, there's no point. Like that's just it's bad for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, who wants to dig that up in 1,000 years?
Yeah. My grandmother is scattered across the Blue Ridge Mountains in West Virginia. It's really funny. My mom's siblings and her were all disappointed with their dad because he went and did it by himself because she thought they were all going to do it together.
Oh, no.
And he was like, no, I already did that.
No, my grandparents are scattered along, like, in various places along the Oregon coast. What they used to do, like, every summer, they would drive up the Oregon coast.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know where my grandfather's ashes are because he remarried and there was a whole kerfuffle with the funeral. He probably didn't even end up cremated. They probably put him in the ground next to his.
There was a bit of a kerfuffle when my grandpa died because he had remarried
and he didn't update the will.
Well, he didn't want to. He it's I don't know if it's like a religious thing, but like he was still like my grandma was still like his soulmate. Mm-hmm. This other person he married was just like a partner to not be lonely.
Yeah.
And so then when he died, like his other wife was like, well, I want his, and like all of our family was like, yeah, no.
See, that's exactly what happened with my granddad. And we got, according to no one ended up happy on my side of the family because they were all upset because she tried to like take a lot of his stuff. And like, he didn't want to be embalmed and had a viewing, and she had him embalmed and had a viewing and all of that stuff. So.
Yeah. Remarriages are always interesting.
Yeah. So like, that's just like even if you're like, that's not going to be my like soulmate, you still need to make sure that they are included in your will or else they can contest it. Like if he had just rewritten his will, it would have been fine.
Right.
So
I don't know if he ever, I think he must have rewritten the will because she was definitely like, she got some of it. She got their house.
Yeah.
Like she was just upset that he still wanted to be buried or like to be spread with my grandma.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you expecting, ma'am? He was married to the woman for decades.
For like 60 years.
Yeah.
He was married to you for 4.
My grandfather was married for 9 months. To his second wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom says the only thing that woman did good was keep my father alive for just a little bit longer. Like he lived 2 more years because of her.
There you go.
So that took a dark turn real fast.
Right.
But yes, I have told everyone that I want to be an organ donor and I want to be a tree.
Well, you can put that on
It's on my driver's license. But if I recall correctly, family can contest.
I don't think they can contest that. The only thing that you also have to like put like, you know, I guess not necessarily in writing, but like make it known is that either you do or do not want to be kept alive by artificial means.
Oh yeah, I've already told him that. No, because I remember somewhere they were at least in Florida, they were telling us that like make sure that if you're putting an organ donor down, make sure that your family knows this is what you want. Yeah, that might have changed, but
is that because you were maybe when you were a minor when you decided it?
Oh no, I was over 18 when I got my driver's license.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, it was weird. It was just like they said that because I guess family has to give permission for your organs to be donated, even if you say you're an organ donor.
Interesting.
I might be wrong on that, but
There's really no point to not donating your organs.
I know. I'm just like, let someone else use it. No one wants my lungs, but I probably have a pretty healthy heart. So, okay, we'll go again in 3, 2, 1. Mute your mic. And we're back.
Yay.
I got a little bit distracted, so I only got through a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's cool.
It's not like this is taking over my life or anything.
Right.
Like, there are so many things I want to be able to do again. Like, I actually am ready to work on my book, or at least start kind of plotting out my book and adjusting the plots.
Right.
Because I want to make a couple of changes. But can I? No.
When do you be done with it? With this project?
So I need to be done this probably so insurance season doesn't start until November for us. It's like November 1st through December 15th, I think.
Gotcha.
So that's when people have the chance to sign on to new policies.
Is that normal? Because I feel like for some reason the insurance at my work goes July 1st to June 30th.
Okay, so that's
for it in May.
So that's private insurance. I'm dealing with the government side of things because I would be doing only Medicare.
Gotcha.
So for the healthcare marketplace and any government plans, it's the 1st of November to some point in December. I have to be through this textbook and credentialed with all of the insurance companies that I'm going to be signing people up for before then. Hopefully even I'm hoping that I'll have this done in the next couple weeks and start credentialing with the other stuff and getting all of that because I have to take a test.
Wow.
It's a whole big thing.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. My dad's walking me through it.
That's good.
But I'm gonna he needs someone to transfer his clients to.
Gotcha. Because he's retiring, right?
He is retiring. So he was gonna sell it this year if I wasn't gonna do this.
Gotcha.
So how did you do?
20 pages maybe?
Nice. I went down and got my bullet journal so I could show you.
Oh, nice.
So this, I have not actually filled it out, but the way I do it is this is my task list for the week. And then each day gets its own little tab. And then I have my week at a glance.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've actually expanded this to be a little bit bigger because it used to be, there's one. Like that. Right. And then I would do I could never figure out what to do on this page.
That makes
sense. I was if I start Monday here, I can just do my weekly.
That makes sense.
So, we'll see. I'm still experimenting with how I want this page to look like because I'm not quite happy with that, but we're working on it.
Is that if I didn't get to it Sunday, that's I like doing it and I have some really good designs. But if I didn't get to it Sunday, then I just didn't use my journal that whole week.
Yep.
And I need a place to write things down.
Yeah. I used to be really good about at 10 o'clock, I would sit down. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I would sit down and I would do my list for the next day and my thought for that and all of that stuff. And that just hasn't been happening since COVID.
Right.
So, all right. So let's go ahead. What do you say we do another one, y'all?
Cool.
Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll pull that up. We'll get it ready. We're going at 9:15.
Did you know it was going?
No, I didn't, but I'll fix that. You little turkey. You sound like my father. Oh, you're gonna make me do this the difficult way. There. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Mute your mic. And we are back. So, how did we do?
I think I got like 21 pages.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nice thing is once you get to like the meat and like the middle of the book,
it goes really fast.
It goes so fast, especially since I've read it before.
I think I read it in 2 sittings the first time. No. I read like a little bits for like a week, and then Friday night I just sat down and read the whole thing.
Right.
I remember that.
No, I'll easily finish this tonight.
Yeah.
I'll turn on the Olympic trials and I'll just watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got through another 2 pages. Yay!
Another section of your internet?
Well, so what? I'm almost done. Oh my god, I'm almost in this chapter. I have this page and this page and a very short test. So I may finish this when I'm done here.
I believe in you.
Yes. Let me see. I got through.
That was chapter 11. So then you only have what, like 8 more chapters?
Well, it's lesson 11, but chapter 15.
That's confusing.
Oh, well, do you want to know what's more confusing?
I don't know. You're going to hurt my head.
Lesson 11 covers chapters 14, 24, and 25.
What?
Like, their grouping makes sense, but it's like, why weren't those grouped together in the book?
Right. Unless it's like an older book with a newer lesson, like, you know what I mean?
So the online thing is for like the 31st edition, and this is the 35th.
Oh, gotcha.
So there's information and stuff in here that is, I'm pretty sure, not in.
Gotcha.
So,
which is why you're having to do both the online and
yes. That, and then like it's funny because it'll go back and forth between which one makes more sense, because sometimes the online course will be like, okay, this makes way more sense than like, why did you use all those words in the book? Because the online course is much shorter.
Right.
And the book takes more time to explain things. So sometimes what's in the book will be like, okay, that makes sense. I understand this now.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, should be fun.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I can. I think what's going to happen.
Actually reading things.
What?
And then you can get back to actually reading things you want to read.
Yeah, well, I do need to finish This Is How You Lose the Time War by the end of the night, obviously.
Yeah, you do. But, like, it's also super short.
Yeah, I'm not that far from the end. It's like, we're at the climax. They have been found out. There is a letter.
I mean, don't worry. And even once you finish it, you still won't know what's going on.
Oh, I feel like I understand what's going on pretty well. Because I just am like, oh, okay, this is just world building that doesn't matter.
See, I think that's my problem with novellas in general, is I attach myself to the world building, but then they only explain it halfway. And so then I'm stuck because I'm like, but why? And I can't move forward with the story.
So like novellas are very much
novellas.
I don't know, they work for me because like this is so very like character driven. It's about the relationship between the two. And so anything else is incidental. And since that doesn't matter, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need to worry about the ins and outs of that. Like, I don't need to understand this completely.
I can't get my brain to do that. But I think it's just because, like, I normally like extensive world building in my books. Mm-hmm. Even in contemporaries, I want a world building.
Yeah.
So
I'm just used to reading comics where, like, you're going to be missing half of what came before anyway, so you just focus on what's happening in front of your face. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so I think that is going to be it for tonight. Is there anything you want to shout out on your channel?
We're going to be talking about this book tomorrow on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So
Yay!
you should come join us. I mean, there will be spoilers at some point of the show. But if you have ever read this book, you should join us.
I am planning on watching.
I'll be with Becky
and Nessa.
Yes.
I have not reread the book, but I'm planning on watching.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like I remember those 3 books pretty well, especially since I just read Eve Brown.
Right. It's funny because this one, like, now that I'm physically rereading it, I'm getting a whole lot more, like, little, like, Easter eggs about the other sisters, and I think it's Danny's and Eve's book now, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like, that was a weird sentence the first time I read it, but it makes sense now.
Yeah, I want to wait because, like, my thing is I don't want to reread them and, like, tab them up until I have the Illumicrate books because I went and ordered that set.
I want those so bad, but I can't justify spending $75 for a 3rd copy of books that I already own them.
I know. I just like that they're hardcover, and I had the money.
They're beautiful, and I want them, but I just can't justify spending that money on myself. So I will just have peace.
Okay. Yeah. I just made myself a promise last year because so many Illumicrate boxes came out that I was like, I wish I'd gotten that. I was like, if there's one that it's something I'm truly invested in and enjoy, we're going to find money for it. I don't have children. I don't have to take any care of anyone other than me. So
it'll be like your gift to yourself for finishing this insurance thing.
Yeah, maybe. It'll be my little, just like, that's my self-care money.
There you go.
I can't get massages right now. That's my self-care money.
There you go. That makes sense.
So, anyways. All right. So, let's see. Show tomorrow. Do you have any other videos or anything else you want to shout out or no?
I mean, I have videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Yes. And you had a very good video that you just did about lesbian main characters that I enjoyed.
That was the Captain Marvel recommendation.
Yeah.
You should stay tuned for that one.
Oh, it's what I think it is.
I mean, I think so.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways.
You should definitely check out the video on Sunday.
Like, in general or me specific? Like, in general people or me specifically?
General people.
Okay. Then maybe it's not what I think it is.
Video where everyone will confirm that I am indeed, in fact, insane.
I can't wait. I'm not going to say what the video is, but if you follow me on certain other readathons, you might be wanting to watch for Sunday, just kind of be on my channel at some point. So, just saying, there might be something for you there. If you're waiting on other information. So, yes, the week for the next Vaultathon is, I have to actually look at the phone. Hold on. It is the 12th. God dang it. I do every time I go for the calculator instead of the calendar. It is the 12th through the 18th. So, yeah, it's the 12th through the 18th because it was supposed to be like this week, or it was supposed to be last week, and I just didn't have the spoons or the time. So, anyways, we'll see. It should be fun. All right.
Plus, I think like major planning week for Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I don't have to do all that much for our big, if there are going to be any big mid-year things. Because there are smarter people in the group than I am.
But that's not a hint or anything.
No, I just take the ideas that y'all come up with and I make them evil.
Yeah. Like Loki's wheel.
Loki's Wheel, the readathon, when I was like, guys, we shouldn't do this on normal, like, multiples that you would think of. We should do these on random hours. That was me embodying chaos.
So you all can thank Margaret. If you're like, why would they do this? It's probably Margaret.
It really probably This is like the opposite of Vaultathon.
Or occasionally Brie, because like she'll feed off of you and then be like, but actually, what if we did this?
Yes. I mean, there are a few things that are coming up that I feel like people will actually appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
The wait, what if we do this instead of doing this thing? But yeah, most of the time I just want to figure out how to make people suffer.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. Sorry,
someone find me a job doing this.
Sorry, we can do what we want.
Yeah. Someone find me an ethical job where I can do this.
Well, that makes things a little more difficult. A legal job.
Yeah. I mean, not everything that is ethical is legal. Some things that are ethical are illegal.
Right. And there's also some legal things that are not ethical.
They're unethical. That's in my textbook. Okay.
You need both legal and ethical, or like, is there some wiggle?
No, there is literally a point where it says does it need to be both legal and ethical, or can we get some wiggle? I would prefer not to go to jail.
So legal.
Yeah, it needs to be legal for sure. Also, would need to be ethical. So, like, you know what I really need to do? I should get a job as a youth pastor.
No, that's not ethical at all.
Yeah, but like, you know, the summer surges, they always do like stuff in the summer where they have challenges and object lessons, and the object lessons are all disgusting. Or is that just my church?
Oh no, that's just all evangelical church.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, was mine the only church that had children drinking soda out of their dirty sock?
Yeah, no. I don't know.
I think me and my best friend went into our youth group Wednesday night, and we hadn't realized that summer surge was happening. And we got through worship and we saw the game, which was you had to brush your teeth for whatever it was. It ended up people sharing toothbrushes. We looked at each other. We were like, we'll be back when summer's over.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no. Youth group is probably the source of my social anxiety.
Funny, young adult group is the source of mine. It's also why I don't sing anymore all that much.
No, maybe.
I wasn't really in youth group until I was like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
And at that point I was only going there because I had one friend that went.
Right.
So
no, it was definitely youth groups. Like even like middle school. Because we did those like summer surge where, like once I got to like maybe 6th or 7th grade, that's when those ones started.
Mm-hmm.
We had Tower 6. That was our 6th grade youth group.
Ah.
We went to it.
I like, it was so funny because people would like be upset at our my young adult group for being cliquey. And I was like, these people have known each other since they were high schoolers or middle schoolers. Like, I understand why it's hard to get in with this group. So I'm not mad at them for not welcoming me into the group, because we don't share a lot of interest except church.
Right.
The thing that
was too.
Yeah. The thing that did me in was I was in the young adult worship group, and I always like felt like they were talking about me behind my back, and they never like the guy that led the worship group was really bad at leading people. He didn't give you any feedback for what he wanted. I always had to ask. And then I was there for like a year, and I kept seeing other people getting up and being given solos. And that never happened to me, which, you know, okay, whatever. So I left. I was like, this probably is just all me. And then I found out later from my friend who was the youth pastor's wife at the time. She's like, no, yeah, they did talk about you.
Yeah. No. College youth group, or like, I guess not college youth group, but like college.
Small
I
group?
Well, I was part of the Baptist Collegiate Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is?
I have an idea of what that is.
Looking back on what I did as like a member of that, I'm like, I would have punched myself in the face.
Oh, I almost got into a fight with a guy handing out pamphlets on campus because like I just walked by him. I was like, thank you, I don't need that. And he's like, you're going to hell. And I like was ready to turn around, and one of my classmates is like, Margaret, just keep walking. Because I was about to be like, sir, I am in fact a Christian, and if you actually want to be reaching, like just give him the 3rd degree.
Like, how you do it?
Where in the Bible did Jesus ever do that? He might have told just a general crowd you're going to hell.
Right. Well, I mean,
one person. I don't remember. I think he only ever talked about hell and like these behaviors.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I have sat down and read my New Testament. So I'm trying to find, because I've heard that there are translations that are more accurate to the original, and don't use homosexuality.
That
what?
Are not, the ones that are not connected to the King James Version.
Yeah. So like the ones that like
the RSV or ESV, I think that's the one.
I don't remember. I think the CET version, but like they don't have that one as a on the Bible app. They don't have it where you can listen to it, which is how I used to do most of my Bible reading.
You just read the Message. Is that what the translation?
The Message Bible?
This is like completely paraphrased.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like the Message to some extent. But
like now I do, but like I remember when I was like, in college and like very deep in, they were like, King James is the only one to read, and like you were so much better if you read original King James Version.
Yeah, and that's fun. Well, see, we were NIV at my church. I was at Assemblies of God. My
parents were NIV.
We were NIV at the first church, and then like the Holman's Christian Standard Bible was the one at my college church. Yeah. But
the pastors at my college were like, they were those like really uppity. Doyle, get out of my face, please. They were the ones that like when they would type out or write out the word God, they would use an asterisk instead of O.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, you're not.
Are Jewish. You Jewish?
You can't, like, way to appropriate.
Like, here's the thing. There are definitely things in Judaism that I think Christianity would be better off as a religion if we had kept. But also, I know that a lot of those things are actually things that developed in Judaism because of Christianity, because of the separation in the early church of Judaism.
Right. But like specifically, like if you're not Jewish, like, and you're just doing it to like be like, I'm better than you.
I'm holy.
No.
See, no. I do know people that are like, no, but that's how you should write it because that's how the Israelites would write it, and therefore that's the tradition we should be carrying on because that's what's most respectful to God. And I'm just like, I don't think God cares.
I think that you can. I mean, it's just weird to like do that and then in the next sentence be like, I have a personal, I call God Daddy, and I'm like,
no,
you can't have both.
No, are you 6?
Right.
If you are not 6, there is only one person you should call Daddy. Maybe 2 if you're really kinky. Not to shame if you're comfortable with that. I could not be.
I am not.
I am only when I am joking. Only when I am joking and talking about fictional characters. But like, anyways, I'm waiting until I can find, because I'm trying to just like research versions because I would like to get back to where I'm reading it on a regular basis. Max, you shared a room with me. You know I'm wild. Come on. You shared a room twice with me. You're surprised? anyways, like I would like to find one that has it actually is like, instead of homosexuals, it's pederasts, because they're like two different things. Yeah, like they what it was the original context.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do like, even they do use the word homosexuals in the Message Bible. I know that for a fact. But I do like it because there are certain passages that like they make more sense in the Message Bible than they do in like NIV or whatever the other NLT, whatever the other one I was reading.
The thing I don't like about it is that it's man paraphrasing it. And that's the problem that we have now with the NIV and the King James Version, is that men paraphrased. And so like if you took the message and then 500 years from now, like they're going to be like, well, this is exact and this is scripture. And like it's not, because it's now probably 4 to 5 translations away from the original text.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is still like very much in that vein. So I would like to find something that is
read Hebrew and Latin, and then read the original text.
I'm not that smart. I just would rather find something that is like not putting that in my mind, because I still already struggle with having to unpack that regularly.
I just want a version that's like the literal translation.
Yeah.
Like word for word, like translation. Maybe it may not make sense in English, but that's word for word translation.
Well, the problem with that is that like some of the words have more than one meaning.
But yeah.
So you have to decide which word, like based on context, which meaning are we talking about here? So, anyways, which is why you have to like look at it from the lens of who translated this, because it is very much a man-made object, even if the original inspiration was divine.
Right.
And I know there are people that will debate me on that. So, but like, only person I take as gospel is Jesus. Is basically my stance.
But
and
even then, like you can't really take the Gospels, even though it was like Jesus said da 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 da. It's also a man writing down what
Jesus said.
And so like there's also an initial interpretation and translation.
Yeah. Well, my thing is like if something Paul says contradicts what I think Jesus said, Paul's gonna go.
Right.
Bye. So, anyways, all right. I think we have talked enough about our religious trauma.
Maybe we could do a Veda, one of the Veda streams.
That
we could just do, because like Becky could probably get involved with that too.
I know. We could reach out to Kate maybe as well, because Kate would probably love to help out with that. I am sure there are people that would be interested in like talking about.
We could like talk about this for like 5 hours. Let's be real.
Mass therapy session in front of everyone.
I love it.
Okay. Thank you to everyone who watched. And I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy